So I got married this year and my wife and I moved into a brand new 3-story townhouse, about 2,500 square feet, high ceilings, tons of natural light. It's honestly the dream. But here's the truth. I've never lived in a house before. I've only lived in condos and apartments my whole life. So when we moved in, I wasn't prepared for how much effort it was going to take to actually keep a place of this size clean, especially with 2 long-haired Siberian kittens running around, shedding like crazy. Very quickly, the hair, dust, and just general day-to-day dirt became too much for me, so I started planning a full smart cleaning setup, 1 robotic vacuum and mop on every floor, and fast forward, I got in contact with Roborock and they sent me 3 devices to help my home. The F25 GT, the Q7 L5 Plus, and my personal favorite, the Q Revo Curve S5X. Honestly, they changed everything. I was so impressed that we decided to partner on this video and share what each device did for my home, how they performed in real life, and which one I think is the best fit depending on the type of living space that you have. Starting off with the Roborock F25 GT, which I've placed on the 2nd floor of my home near my kitchen. This is actually my first experience with a cordless cleaning device that both mops and vacuums at the same time. What you get is a 2-part system, the cordless F25 GT wet and dry vacuum cleaner, and the charging station. The cleaner itself is incredibly well designed. It has nice white and gray finishes that I find makes tech blend much nicer into homes where it needs to be seen without being an eyesore. On the top, you'll find 3 buttons, 1 for power, 1 to change the mode from eco and max during your clean, and a self-cleaning button that we'll get into shortly. Moving towards the middle is where you'll find the removable dirty water tank, and at the bottom is where you put the clean water, the included detergent, and the mop roller itself. Once I start cleaning, this is so effortless and fun to use from beginning to end, honestly. Because of the lowered water tank design, the weight sits closer to the ground, so it naturally feels lighter and easier to maneuver without much effort at all, which is really nice, especially for longer cleaning sessions. It can also be tilted all the way down to 180 degrees flat, and it has sideways torque to get to hard to reach areas in my home. With all kinds of messes and spills I tested this with, it has no problem cleaning up and not leaving any unwanted streaks on my floor. If we focus on just the roller design for a second, there's 2 incredible things about it. Number 1, it's edge to edge, so you're able to actually get a better clean at the corners where I find most of the dirt tends to live in my home, which is something that competing products don't really have. And second, on the inside, it has these things Roborock calls jaw scrapers, which help untangle any hair being picked up from my cats to reduce accumulating hair on the roller itself. Once I'm done, it's as easy as putting it back on the charging station, hitting the self-clean button, and you watch it do a deep, high-temperature clean at 90 degrees Celsius, removing 99.99% of bacteria and the ability to dry it quietly afterwards, so you never have to make the time to clean it yourself. Now let's move up to the 3rd floor of my home, where the environment is a lot more complex to clean with multiple rooms and hard to reach places. The Roborock Q7 L5 Plus was placed here in my office for the job, and I was genuinely surprised by how well it cleans this entire floor, considering this is an entry-level affordable option with what feels like very little day-to-day compromises. It's a minimal 2-part system. You get the Q7 L5 Plus vacuum itself, which I have in black, and the self-emptying docking station. A quick note, anyone with a small living space, you're actually gonna love how little this entire kit is and how much space you save relative to its solid cleaning performance. For context, this is in a 10 by 10 room and it's barely noticeable, which is awesome. The Q7 L5 Plus is able to mop and vacuum at the same time with an included mop pad on the bottom and a water reservoir and an intelligent dual anti-tangle design system with a main brush and a side brush to reduce any tangling of the cat hairs it's constantly picking up on my floor. Every day I've ran this vacuum, it's been pretty effortless to use. It maps my floor with precision thanks to the LiDAR sensors. I can set no-go zones in the app to make navigation easier for the complex setups I have. It knows not to fall off the staircase, and it does a solid job on the carpets in my office too, as it goes into a boost mode here and increases its suction power for a deeper clean. And once it's all done, the floors look clean, there's minimal streaking, and it self-empties into the bin. For as cheap as this goes for, I honestly cannot believe how reliable it is for daily cleaning. Now let's move on to the ground floor, where it's a mix of tiles, hardwood floors, and carpet. It's where my cat litter box is, which usually means lots of litter gets on the floor here after they do their business, and it's where I go in and out with our shoes, so some dirt from the outside makes it into the floor here. So Roborock's Q Revo Curve S5X is the perfect beast to put down here. This is a much beefier two-part system. You get the Q Revo Curve S5X, which I have in this beautiful white finish, and a substantial multifunctional docking station where it self-empties debris, has clean and dirty water reservoirs, and where the mop pads get cleaned with 75 degrees Celsius hot water to remove 99.99% of the bacteria, all within this elegant white design that blends well into any home. Like the Q7 L5 Plus before it, it's able to map my entire space and precisely clean every square inch of it while mopping and vacuuming. How this model differs is actually in the increased level of performance and attention to detail it adds to your cleaning routines to those who require something more sophisticated. So for one, it has a much better dual anti-tangle system, which is perfect for me as I find most of the cat hair in my house lives on this floor since my cats lounge downstairs the most. The main brush is divided into two parts in parallel to one another, so cat hairs roll towards the center and then is sucked away into the dustbin. And second, it has an arc-shaped side brush that is intelligently designed to produce force that moves hair towards the main bristles without getting them tangled on the side brushes themselves. Next, when it comes to raw cleaning performance, it's more than double the Q7 L5 Plus upstairs with up to 18,500 pascals of suction power. So when you pair that with the arc side brushes and the right side mops that can extend out and clean the corners of my floors where cat hair just loves to accumulate, it really helps ensure I get a deep, comprehensive clean down there all the time. And speaking of the mops, we get dual spinning ones on here instead of a mop pad, which helps tackle more stubborn stains on the floor, and they have the ability to be lifted up to 10 millimeters, so it won't get your carpet damp when it goes over it. And finally, there's a bunch of other perks about this vacuum that I just love a lot. It has really good obstacle avoidance. It can avoid objects as small as 5 centimeters wide and 3.5 centimeters tall to help it not get tangled or stuck, which includes its ability to avoid my cats and actually go around them. Or the fact that it has an ultra quiet cleaning mode during times I want to have my bottom floor cleaned without any distraction, which is nice to take advantage of sometimes. So that's been my experience with Roborock's lineup of vacuums inside of my house. If you need something affordable and reliable, I cannot recommend the Q7 L5 Plus enough. It punches way above its weight class. Of course, if you want some of the best that Roborock has, the Q Revo Curve S5X has been stellar downstairs in my house. And for the accidents that need immediate attention and daily manual cleans, the entry-level Roborock F25 GT has been a blast to use. All the links will be in the description down below for you guys to check out these products today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're brand new to my channel, and comment an Apple emoji if you made it to the very end of the video, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Peace.